YouTube channel. I'm Glenn Vickery. This is Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival, and today I'm just gonna just do another quick video on reloading, and this time I'm just reloading some long range bullets, specifically Sierra Match King 175 grain hollow point boat tail. Okay, hollow point boat tail, 175 grain. Okay, so these bullets are accurate on 308 out to 800 yards, and when I say 800 yards, I mean, you know, bullseye at 800 yards. So yeah, very accurate. Anyway, loading up the brass that I'm using is Winchester, okay, and Winchester 308, and the powder I'm using is the normal one I use, which is AR2208, AR2208, and today I'm loading 60 grams, or should I say 60 grains of the AR2208. Alright, so basically I've already done one round from the last video I was doing. I was using this case, brass case, as an example for doing powder, accurate powder drops in the Dillon. So I thought I may as well make a bullet, and then I thought, well, hey, I may as well make another 19 bullets to go with that one. So here we go. The brass that I'm using is already, it's been purchased, okay, brand new, so never been fired before. I've loaded up 19 live primers in here. What am I using? CCI, I think it is CCI. Yeah, CCI large primers, and I've already lubed these cases. So we're going to get straight into it. All right, got me glasses on. So we're resizing here just to be on the safe side. These are unprimed cases. Okay, so right there we would have put the primer in. Okay, here's our primer now. Alright, got the primer in. Roll it around to the next place. Place in our next case as well. I haven't got the... I've taken the thing out, the brass pin, okay, in the powder side. I'm just going to measure it, just briefly measure it. Okay, all right, we go up, drop a load in, resize, come down, reprime, or should I say prime? Ooh, almost dropped some powder out then. It's a bit silly of me. I'm just going to check the amount of powder we've dropped in here. I may have to do that again. Yep, I'm going to do that one again. I wasn't. So I'm going to drop some more powder into that one. Take this one here out. I'll plonk that into there for now. Alright, so I don't want to try and put another primer into it. Okay. Put some powder drop here. Move this chair out of the way. Okay, I'm going to check this powder. What I'm wanting is 60 grains. Okay. Oh, not 60 grains, sorry, 46 grains. My mistake, 46 grains. Okay, so that's coming up as 46. 45.6, shake it around, 45.8, 45.8, 45.8, 45.8. Okay, that'll do me. I'll be happy with that. Okay, now if you're happy with, you can actually measure each, we can actually measure each one if we wish to, okay, but it's not absolutely necessary. Might do the first few. Okay, place our first bullet in, put a new case in, hold it down for a second, bring it up, hold it forward for a second, release. I'm just going to check this other powder drop. You get a couple and then it should kick on to perfect, I'd say. Okay, so that's showing us 45.8, 46, 46.2, gone down to 46, 46. Okay, so we're back on track again. Okay, you know, it doesn't take much to just get that powder drop back how it should be by just running it through a few times. Okay, so there we go, 46. So now that I'm on 46, I can just continue with what I'm doing. I'll put this brass pin back in, put a new bullet on. I should be doing this with gloves, but I need some new gloves. Okay, but when you're handling the brass, well, not the brass, but the actual bullets, okay, the bullets here, we should really be using gloves. Okay, but I'm going to wash my hands straight after this, and I'm only doing like 19 rounds anyway. Hold it down for a second, come up, hold it forward for a second, and release. And here's our first bullet. Okay, long range, 175 grain bullet, 46 grains of powder, which is the maximum amount of powder we want to put in, and we don't want to go any higher than that. And release. New case in, new bullet in, and up. New primer, release. It's the second one. I had a problem with my primer feed tray a few weeks ago. I fixed that, and currently it's working perfectly, 100% perfect. So if you're having problems with your primer feed slide, have a look at one of my videos there, and you might be having the same issue that I had. For those of you that are interested in the getting pretty much the perfect powder drop, okay, every time, okay, check out my video as well that on perfect powder drop. Okay, well worth looking at, well worth watching. Okay, so what I can do now, if I wanted to, which I'm going to, I'm just going to pull this pin out. I'm going to double check the powder drop, just to make sure we're still on course here. Okay, make sure everything's working all good. It's looking good so far. It's showing 45.8. Just give this a bit of a shake around. 46. Give it a shake around. 46.2. Give it a shake around. 45.8. I'm happy with that. Okay, for accurate shooting, you know, long range shooting, that's, you know, 0.2 out every now and again, just with the shake around. You know, that's fine. You know, I just got myself a balance beam scale, Hornady balance beam scale. Haven't actually got around to firing it up yet. Well, it's working all good. I gave it a quick test out, but I haven't actually got around to utilising it yet proper. Anyway, let's carry on. So we put our new case in, our bullet on, and bring that one up. Now these hollow point boat tail, okay, if you're doing long range shooting, they're a must have, in my opinion. You know, they, and the Sierra Match King, you know, in my opinion again, you know, the top of the line, eh? That's what you want if you're going for long range shooting, going for that accuracy. With the those that are just getting into shooting, when you start to do, okay, that beeping noise there, okay, that is telling us that we are down to about 4 or 5 more primers to go. Okay, and you can see that last one just went in. I just primed that last one. Alright, and we've got 4 cases here left. Okay, so when that goes off, you should be priming one at that moment, and you should have 4 left over, which tells us that this is all working correctly. Okay, and we don't need to panic. Two to go. One to go. Okay, so this last one here should be primed. Okay, that's our last case that we just put in. It's primed. We could double check if we wanted to on our powder. Normally I wouldn't, but for the case of the video, I will. I'll just put this brass case and brass into there, and I'll quickly check this. I'll zero out the scales. Plonk that in. It's showing 46.2 grains. I'll give it a shake around. Place it on. 46.2. Give it a shake around. 46.2. Give it a shake around. 46. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Okay, 0.2 out on each occasion. I'm absolutely satisfied with that, not a problem at all. Okay, so we're talking, if it's 0.2 over or 0.2 under, hey, I'm not gonna, it's a digital scales, it's, you know, I mean, they cost something like $10. I'm not gonna complain, you know, and I think it was like $10 for two. I can't remember, something like that. Anyway, let's move on. We don't need to put a new one in because we've actually run out. We could turn this alarm off now if we wanted, so we'll take that out because there's no more primers. Okay. We'll put the bullet on. Now to confirm there's no more primers, as we pull down on this lever, we can actually check in here and just make sure there's no primer that pops up. Okay, when we push it forward. Okay, pull it down, we'll push it forward, and there's no primer coming up. Okay, otherwise there'd be a primer popping up and there's nothing there. Okay, alright, so move it around. Okay, now the next one, the powder won't come out, the powder's not going to drop out because there's no case there. There has to be an empty brass case going up to drop, make the powder drop. So when we move this here lever arm down and move the bullet up, okay, no powder's going to fall out because there's no case there for it to actuate the actuating arm here. Okay, so it's not going to drop anything. Alright, we don't really need to push it forward, okay, because we're not priming anything, we're not loading any more powder. Okay, that's done, and of course that one there's done. So there's our there's our 19 rounds. Okay, I've got my other round over here. Alright, my other bullets over here. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to give these a quick dry off. Okay, dry them off with just a rag. And then I'm going to weigh them all to make sure that they all have powder in them. They should all be approximately the same weight. And double check just to make sure that they all fit into my my measuring device here. Okay, to make sure that all the cases are okay. I've got all that on my other video, my loading 308 rounds. So if you want to watch that, okay, it's all on there. And apart from that, that's it. So just a quick video on loading 308 long range target shooting cartridges, okay, or bullets. So hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for coming along. Bye bye.